Hey my loves, welcome to my channel. It's Justine for those of you that don't know me, and today we are doing this look that is currently sitting on my face. So it's a very soft, neutral kind of glam, a look that goes with pretty much anything for any type of occasion. It's very versatile. If you guys are interested, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I believe what is really important to have a really glowy, gorgeous look on your face is I really think skincare is super important. So exfoliate, maybe put on a mask, and then start doing your makeup. Today I'm using the Photo Finish Primer and Moisturiser from Smashbox. So I'm going to pump a little bit of this onto my hands, spread it on the face, and we can go ahead with everything else. I'm going to use the Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. This one is from NYX and it's really beautiful. So I'm just going to, again, put some onto the skin, and I'm going to focus this on the higher points of the face. So I'm going to put some over here. You can already see it's quite glowy. It's so beautiful. Onto the chin, and I'm going to add some over here as well. Just blend this in nicely. Using the Aloe Pro Coverage HD Foundation Long Way Illuminating Foundation. I really like this and the way it sits on the skin. It doesn't feel cakey. I still feel like my skin can breathe. So I'm using this white mixer with it because every foundation on this entire planet is too dark for me. So I'm going to be mixing these two together and blending it into the skin with a brush, and then dabbing with a beauty blender afterwards. Using this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I feel like I'm about to sneeze again. Lord help me. I'm now adding the Pro Conceal from Aloe as well. This is their high definition concealer underneath my eyes, the forehead, on the nose, Cupid's bow area, and on the chin. I'm just blending this in with my beauty blender, and whatever is left on the beauty blender, I like to take over the lid just to conceal any redness or any discoloration. Now, I forgot to film this step, but I did go over my foundation with my beauty blender. I just like to do this because it really sinks the foundation into the skin. It gets rid of excess product and it just looks a lot more flawless on the skin. Now I'm going to set my face using this banana powder from Essence Cosmetics, the one I always use. So before I apply this powder, I've got a little bit on my brush here. I just like to make sure that there's no creasing underneath the eyes. So I'll just make sure with my beauty blender, just go over it to make sure there's no creasing, and then I will apply the powder. I apply it over here, and then whatever is left on the brush, I drag it upwards. I don't want too much powder underneath the eyes. You can see there's creasing there. You don't want any of that kind of creasing. So just take your beauty blender, dab that away, and then you can add your powder on top of that. I'm going to set the rest of my face very lightly. So just in the areas that kind of need it. So for me, that's around here. And then I will do it a little bit around here where I'm going to put some bronzer. But I'm kind of not really touching that area. Apply a little bit to the chin. And I'm really not adding a lot of product. It's just a little bit to mattify a little bit and to make sure everything stays in place. Next, I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I absolutely love this one. So I'm brushing the hairs upwards to fill in underneath the brow. So just at the base of the brow. So filling this in over here. Adding a bit more detail to the ends. We use the spoolie on the other end and just brush this out. So just adding a little bit to the top of the brow. We just want to define this a little bit more. And brush this out again. Using the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Light. Has like a champagne kind of tint to it. It's really beautiful and so affordable as well. I think this is 90 Rand if I'm not mistaken. So I'm taking this little flat shader brush, dipping into that highlighter, tapping off the excess, and we're going to apply this to the brow bone. Can you see how beautiful that is? Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. Now that we've done that, I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. I'm going to use this for my bronzer later as well. I like to match my bronzer to my crease color. It looks really nice. So I'm just blending this in very softly in circular motions. Add a little bit to the outer corner over here. And I want to dip into a black eyeshadow. I'm using this one over here from the Born to Run palette from Urban Decay. I'm using this angled brush, which is really nice and detailed, dipping into that shadow. It's going to very simply, it's nothing hectic, just adding a tiny bit of a wing over here to the outer lash, and we just want this to draw our eye upwards and just to make it look a little bit more sharp, a little bit more just very nice. So we're going to add this to the outer area. I like to close my eye when I do this, and just small little strokes, and that is it. And then I'm now just going to bring this inwards. See how that draws the eye outwards? It looks so much better. So I'm taking this angled brush. It's the same, it's like the other one, but it's just a little bit bigger. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. So this one here is a little bit bigger. So just going over that and blending out the line. Adding a little bit of that same bronzer underneath the lower lash line. So what I like to do now is curl my lashes. I don't do this every single day, but it does make a difference to your lashes, so I'm just going to curl them. And they also blend in a lot nicer with your falsies, so this is a good step to do. Woo! My eyes are watering. Using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I really like this one. Coats the lashes really nicely, and it smells really good too. I'm applying to the bottom lashes as well. So I'm just quickly going to pop on these lashes. These are the ones from HeyLashes. Their lashes are so beautiful, so fluffy and natural. So these are the style Posh. For bronzer, I'm using the Catrice Cosmetics Professional Makeup Techniques Face Palette. This is in the number 10 volume 1. Add this shade over here at the top, which is quite a cool tone. I like to add this before I add my Hoola bronzer, because the Hoola bronzer is a little bit more on the warm side. I just want to get the structure of the face a little bit more defined first. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I haven't even added highlighter, and you can still see that illuminating primer through the foundation, and even though we put a little bit of setting powder on, you can still see it. So it really does make a difference. Just those extra little steps in your makeup routine, they really do make a difference. And then now dipping into the Hoola bronzer just to add a little bit more, almost like sun bronzed goddessness, and also we want to tie that in with our eye look. Let's add a little bit of blush. I'm using the NARS Orgasm blush. I'm just going to add this to the apples of the cheeks and then blending it backwards. I never used to use blush, ever, like literally ever, but it really does make a difference to the face. It makes you look a bit more awake and just adds a bit of like a flush of color to the cheeks. It looks really nice. So just a little bit goes a long way. And brushing it back. I'm going to set the face with the Glam Glowsetter Makeup Setting Spray. Any setting spray will do. I just love this one and I really like the smell. We're now at my favorite part of any makeup routine, is doing the highlighter on the face. So I'm using that same highlighter we used in the beginning, the one from Makeup Revolution, using this brush from Essence. Let's dip into that, tap off the excess and add some to the cheeks. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you can see. So it's like super champagne-y. It has like a yellow undertone. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm going to zoom you guys in here because we're using one of my favorite products on the entire planet. This is the Brow Precise Fiber Filler from Maybelline. We're adding this to the brows to set them, add some fluffiness. It looks so beautiful. So let's do that. The applicator looks like this. I'm just taking that highlighter again. Sorry guys, this is a bit of a Dear Macaw video. I'm just like hopping all over the place. I normally like have quite a method to my makeup, but obviously not today. So I'm taking my pinky and I'm adding, oh damn, wow. Shook, okay. Wow. And for lips, I'm using the NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Lace Detail. It's the number 3. Adding a little bit of MAC Fix Plus to the face. I just want to set everything and intensify that glow a little bit more. That brings us to the end of this tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.